Welcome in, Capricorn. This is Intuitive Niche, and I'm here today on a very snowy day. Oh, I know. You really can't see out my window with the sun blaring in, but the brightness of the light. So that's why I'm trying to block it, because I love the natural light. But here I come, Capricorn, with my magic stone today. This one's been calling to me. It has some sheen into it. I don't know if you can see it, but this is my magic stone. Yeah. See if I can find any more sheen. Oh, there we go. There's a good sheen spot. And yeah. Nope, it doesn't always show up. But it's there. That's my Merlin stone. Merlinite. That's what this is called. That's why I say just magic stone. And as you can see, I have all of my rings on today. And my bracelets. Oof. Alright, Capricorn, we are using the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Try to remember all our readings are for the general collective of Capricorn. All of my readings are free and timeless and for entertainment purposes only. I take no responsibility for your actions, choices, decisions, or thoughts. All right, with that, my emails are available in my description box, as well as all of my donation information, which I will gladly accept this time of the year towards, purchase of more of these lovely cards, because you know me, I'm obsessed. And I have Venmo for friends and family only, and cashapp. I do not use any other. PayPal, again, I'm still struggling with this one customer that I utilized on PayPal. And it's the most ridiculous thing ever to go through the situation, try to explain something to somebody. I'd rather talk to her on the phone because she doesn't understand. I don't know if she understands how to use her email. She says she's a senior, so I get that. I'm not young. I struggle with some technology myself, but to the point of not knowing how to use something, you should probably not be doing it. That's my thought process. But I did deliver a reading that she requested for the special purchase price that I had a special on. And I sent it to her with pictures, and I resent it to her. She paid me the $25. I never received it. PayPal has it. They charged her $36.36 according to her in her email, and all I could do is refund the $25. So I clicked on stupid thing in PayPal and said just refund her money because I don't want her to be upset. She's got her reading and she got it for free, and it's okay. I'm all right with that. But I tell you, PayPal is the worst service you can ever use. You can't get them on the phone. I don't care if all of you out there have great time with PayPal. I have never had good service from PayPal. And I know I use Venmo. Venmo is a product of PayPal. So maybe if they followed the policies of their Venmo account a little better, I'd have more success with PayPal. Now, I can also tell you, I have used PayPal over the years with no problems. So I don't know when all this bullshit started with fees and all of that. Donations to me shouldn't cost you any more than you're willing to donate. That's why I will never use PayPal, because they suck. They want to question every little thing you do just because I'm a business. Hello? Businesses accept donations. If I was making millions of dollars, I wouldn't need donations, now would I? Anyways, I'm grateful for all those who have no problem with PayPal. I have never had nothing but problems for the last 5 years, so I will never use PayPal again, and I will never recommend it to anybody unless you're an accountant and you know what the fuck you're doing, because PayPal has way too many rules, way too many bullshit things, and then they question the money that you get for something that somebody purchased. And then, of course, she complained to PayPal that she never purchased it. So I'm guessing she's really senior and not understanding that she purchased a product, a service, and I provided it, but I don't know if she ever received it. So I resent it to her, and then I still have not heard back from her. But here's the thing. When I sent her the reading, I asked her to confirm that she received it. She never did. And then she sent me a new email, and I responded to her, and she responded back to me like immediately. So now I'm beginning to wonder if it's a real person or somebody who's just trying to screw me over. So no more PayPal. And I wasted already way too much energy, Capricorn, in your time in essence here. But I'm just telling you why. Again, I will never use PayPal. They suck. Sorry, they do. And for small businesses, it's really not a good thing to use. And if you have no problem with it, I'm happy for you. Because at some point, you might. And then you will figure out that their service and their customer service and everything they do is illegal. You cannot charge somebody a fee for a donation. And if that's the kind of business you're running because you're making business, you're making money, a profit on somebody else's money, then you're a terrible company to begin with. Okay? And as soon as if I ever have a problem with Venmo doing the same thing to me, I will just stick with cashapp. And you have to be careful with cashapp because I have been scammed on cashapp. So that's the end of the high horse. I just want you to understand. I wish there was more in-person businesses that you can make money on, because I would much rather sit with a group and do readings, or sit with a person at a table face to face, feeling their energy, and do readings that way. So I do that. I do offer that, just in case you don't know that. Pass that along, okay? I have tried doing group readings. The energy gets very confusing sometimes with that for me, because I'm not very experienced at group readings. But I can feel the energy that's in the room, and I will go with it. So whatever you're feeling, if you come into a reading, you have to be open-minded to it, number one. If you don't believe in this stuff, then you shouldn't be sitting here watching it, okay? And that's okay. You don't have to believe in anybody having an ability to help guide you and coach you through the energy that's going on in your life that could be readjusted, okay? I am merely the vessel delivering the message. So don't shoot the messenger just because you might not like it, okay? So, Capricorn, let's shuffle 333. We'll do the 333. This deck does not like 333. Okay, but we're doing it anyway. Please like, share, subscribe, share to people. Even if you're not a Capricorn, share it. If you're resonating with this reading, that means it's for you. Whether your sign is Capricorn or it's not, okay? Doesn't matter. Let's see what we got. Yes, the heat is on. It's snowing outside. I started my laundry. Figured I would try to catch up with my readings. Let's see. First card off the top, Capricorn. Crown Games. The right use of power, number 8. Crown Games. So this is a third eye thing for me. This is, you're receiving messages. I don't know why they use the game. We will look it up, okay? But the word game with the crown chakra, we'll have to see what that really means. Right use of power is your first card out. Your second card is Dragon's Horde, protecting the future, number 12. Okay, Dragon's Horde. All right. And the third card off the top is a number 3, Benefactor, grace and generosity. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? All right. So those are the top 3 cards off of this shamanic dream, or the shaman's dream oracle deck. Whoa, way too many cards, but let's see. I feel like maybe we should look at them. Obviously not reading all of them, but I will see what they're trying to tell us. Because we started with the Crown Games, right use of power, the 12 card Dragon's Horde, protecting the future, and number 3, Benefactor, grace and generosity. And then we have this major flip out here, number 50, Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure. Okay. Number 7 card, the Covenant, sacred contract. I feel like you're in a sacred contract that you're not aware of with the river. Mindful, number 40, group think. So this is very interesting here. I'm curious with this deck sometimes about the cards, but I gotta tell you, there's at least 3 cards here that I have not seen in all the times I've been using this deck. So, and this one is next, the Horned Cactus. Okay, resourcefulness. All right, and let's see. We will clarify a little bit. Unmarked trail. Yes, we did the crazy hair day. Okay, unmarked trail revelation. Revelation. Interesting. The Garden of Venus is your next card. Rest and renewal, number 25. Rest and renewal. And dances on one foot. Now, I love this card. I've seen this card 1,000 times. It's a balancing act, right? Dances on one foot. 9. Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Moving out of stagnation. Wow. Well, see, to me, we're going into winter, and I would think, oh, this is my turquoise ring. Yeah. I would think we were going into stagnation a bit with this winter, right? But let's see. What's on the bottom of the deck right now? Sky Dancers, surrender. Surrendering to the universe is very important because what's meant for you is coming, and we don't want it to pass you by, Capricorn. So let's pull up the book here because and there's another card that fell out for you, Stranger Curiosity. So somebody is curious about you, Capricorn. All right, let's see if we can not drop the whole deck again. Okay, let's pull up at least a few cards that are interesting me right now. Number 8 card, the Crown Games, your very first card out. Let's take a look at that one. Number 8, the right use of power. Okay. Ooh. And that falls in line with that other card that fell out. The right use of power and covenant, sacred contracts. So the covenant card, which came right to me here, commitment, sacred contract, the greater good. So we're looking at things by the greater good. We're not looking at little this and little this. We're not looking at short-term gratification. We're looking at long-term gratification, right? So we're trying to figure out what we need to do, right? Okay. You are being invited by the universe to enter into a sacred contract. The covenant card may also be a call to recognize that an ancient agreement you made with Spirit needs to be renewed or canceled and torn up. Is an opportunity showing up right now that is full of promise, but you aren't able to sign and seal the deal and commit to it? The reason is that it needs to be elevated to a sacred covenant. A covenant must be founded on truth, not your truth or his truth or her truth, but a greater truth that takes the destiny of all into account. The covenant is not about your agenda only. Spirit must be invited to come to the table as guarantor of the good faith of all to ensure that the direction you are embarking in will be for the greater good. Great intentions. So, the universe is coming in to balance out the effect of everybody's wants and needs. To be delivering of the needs over the wants. And then go back through and see what else they could utilize as a need and a want, right? It's important that you understand what you were signing up for here. Be sure to read the fine print so as not to commit to something you will soon regret or that will compromise your integrity. So now this covenant card, a sacred contract, could be with the universe. Metaphorical contract, right? It could be a new job, a new business, a new opportunity, a new offer, new love. You know what I'm saying? So take that into mind with this card, that it is about something powerful in your life that you're going to be taking on or letting go, right? Because it said or ripped up and torn up and let go of, right? So it's a contract you're either renewing or starting over. almost like a death card, but not completely, right? But it is a transition of sorts for you, Capricorn. So let's see if there are shadow elements remaining hidden. The covenant breaks down and becomes a contract with an unspoken dark side that is inevitably fulfilled. So, if you don't have good intentions on your situation, it could be very dark for you. And you could be creating the wrong kind of contract out of hurt or pain or anger or impatience, frustration. It's important that you understand what you are signing up for. Be sure to read the fine print so that you do not commit to something you will soon regret or will compromise your integrity. And do not hesitate to put all your own cards on the table so that your motives and desires are transparent. Okay? The intentions are very important, and everybody needs to know what you're looking to do. And I'm not saying the entire universe needs to know, but whoever is going to be involved in the situation is going to need to know. And if they are not putting up 110% like you are, then it's a contract you need to rip up, right? Crown games. Let's see what the crown games, because that's the very next card. So even though you got crown games first and the covenant later, I'm reading it to you this way because it seems to me like you need to go in order. So you want to take care of this contract and then deal with the crown, right? Leadership, responsibility, accountability, right use of power. See, you understand? So the sacred contract also means, with the great intentions, you are setting up the right use of power. And you're not overstepping your bounds. And you have the right intentions. And you are making sure others involved in the situation also have the right intention. Or you're pushing them to the curb, where they belong, right? You're going to push them to the curb where they fucking belong. Because if they ain't giving what you giving, then they ain't worth the time. Not everybody can give 110% in a balancing act in a relationship, right? Because we have that card here, right? The balancing act, right? We do. That is number 9. You understand? So 7, 8, 9. You have them in order, and that's how they should operate in order. So the crown games, there is a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't. How to get more of it and not to lose that which you have. How to wield it wisely and not get drunk with it and cause harm. These are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in a crown game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Okay. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condemning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable, or to change or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Lead with humility while letting others discover their way home. Okay. Now you're learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles, use your strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? So, in your case, Capricorn, I'm feeling like you are underwielding your power. You are not stepping up to the plate to show them who you are and what you're made of. You're not. Because you're trying to keep that shadow part of you in check. Because there's also anger, frustration, and other things going along with it. And you know that once you unleash that shit, you can't rein it back in. But you have to learn to bring together your shadow and your light so that you can get your information, your facts, your details, and let it out. And you don't always have to fucking be nice about it. Some people need to know who they're dealing with and understand that because they might wear the cap for the day, they are not in charge of what they think they are. Okay, so you are trying to be mindful because this isn't going to affect just you, right? So you are trying to keep yourself in check. You are trying to hold the shadow to its bayside so you don't hurt anybody else in your wake, I guess. There are people that need to be hurt, and there are people that are going to be part of it because they're there. All right? Benefactor. You're trying to find the balance, and that's exactly what you're trying to do. One thing is for sure, there is a revelation coming out, and your resourcefulness that you underestimate is something you need to be realizing. You are very resourceful, Capricorn. Yes, you are. And you're trying to protect your future, and those around you that don't understand you will not get that. Right? You're not trying to take more than your share, but you are certainly not letting go of shit that's rightfully yours. And they don't get that. Let's see. You are also curious. I would say your shadow side is very curious as what would happen if you lost your fucking cool. Yeah. So part of you is curious, and so is she or he at this moment, the stranger, the person in your life that's affecting you to this point, right? So you're trying to balance. You're trying to be positive. You're trying to surrender to the universe's way, right? With the dragons. Dragonfly. Choices and their consequences. See, that's also the thing you're trying to control here. You're not sure what's going to happen next if you blow up. You will move out of stagnation for sure. You will, with intentionality, show them what you're made of. Because you were pushed to do so. All I say as advice to you, and I think you need another deck. Let me pull the Everyday Witch. Just to, let me pull the Everyday Witch for a minute. And I know this is a long reading for you, Capricorn, but your season is coming up. We are in Sagittarius season right now. Sorry, my eye is driving me crazy. There's like a hair poking me or something. I can't find it. Get it out. I feel your energy really strong. So let me just throw a few more cards in this. And yep, your season is coming. It is. And I feel that energy already. Right? December 4th is the full moon. Okay? It will be time to make decisions and let go and start over. It will be transmuting negative energy. It will be connecting with your shadow. It will be the last full moon of this year. And it almost feels like eclipses, right? The sun and the moon dealings with the last month of the year. Fucking around. It's just the 9 year, which is 2025, is about completions and fulfillments and reaching goals and dreams and For some of us, that has happened. For some of us, we realize what they are now and what we really want. So the 10-year we are going into, 2026, is about leadership and new beginnings. So this full moon is very important in that sense, right? Let's shake it up here a little bit with the Everyday Witch Tarot. All right, just to get a little more clarification on my oracles. You are ready to take that unmarked trail, and you are needing some rest. And I think this winter is going to bring about a different kind of rest for you, Capricorn. So the focus for this week would be to just hold your breath a little in between. Yeah, before you say something. Take a breath. Hold it. And then let it out before you react to something. You may have to do this a lot. And just don't do it so much that you lose consciousness, okay? Because I understand that feeling too. But you have to not allow the devil to push all those buttons and have you react the wrong way. Because you are better than that. And I know you don't want to hear that, but because you are the devil card does not mean you are the devil. We do not believe in that shit, okay? This is the perfect advice right here. And if you don't believe me on the confirmation, I'm going to show it to you. It's the first card off the deck. We are in Temperance, balancing act, right? So Capricorn, take this as it is and use moderation in everything you say and do. Take a breath in between words if that means you won't say the wrong word out loud. You could say it. You just don't want to be heard right now. Not right now. Not right now. Moderation, patience. Okay, let's see what else comes for you here. This is really a powerful reading for you, and I think it is because your season is coming, and you just had fucking enough of it. You have. I know. I feel you wanting to run away, as per the usual. It's not time to run away. It's the time to set those intentions. It is the time to meet the eye. It is time to let people know who you are, but not in an extreme way, okay? If this is about a job, there are other jobs out there. Start looking harder. Transfers, if you're in a company you can transfer with. Something you need to do. And I say that to you because not every place is like the one you are at. Experience knows that you can find a better place. It might still not be the job of your dreams, but it will definitely put you in a better mindset to be able to proceed with your intentions, right? So I just say keep looking, be patient, and stop thinking so fucking much. Listen to me. Focus on what you want. What do you want? Write it down on paper, speak it out loud to the universe, and be real about what you want, okay? I know I used to say things like, I wish he would crash on the way to work. Not really. I didn't want nobody to get hurt, but I just didn't want him to show up for the day. I used to tell people, let me know when the vehicle pulls into the parking lot so I can escape. Right? Okay, so let's think about this. Well, we have to do this in a responsible way. Right, Capricorn? 30 minutes into this reading, and it's normally a 15-minute reading, you are feeling it. It's heavy. It's hard. And you are about to lose your mind. And you can't. So you need to find something right now that redirects those thoughts. I know it's hard. You can do it. Breathe. Breathe in between every single word if you have to. Don't lower yourself to that level. And if it's not a job, if it's a relationship you're in, well, then I say it's time to go. Or vice versa, they need to go. Because nobody should be in a situation where you have to walk on eggshells to live. And that's true for a job or a relationship. Friendship, business, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, home life, family, something isn't right. And you know it's not right. And you want to lose your fucking mind on somebody, and you can't. Right now. You can't. There will be that moment. It is coming. The second card to fill out, Eight of Pentacles. You will have been working hard all of your life for what you're trying to achieve. Keep going. Eight of Pentacles. Keep going. You are one step away from wish fulfillment. Breathe in between those words. I think it's so important to tell you that because I know. You are taking the law into your own hands. You see them meditating? Meditate. Breathe. Take 10 minutes to yourself. Go sit in the car. Go sit in that sacred space that makes you feel better. For a minute. Or pretend you're there. Rain or snow, it's all about grounding and being grounded. You are that Virgo. You are that Taurus. You are that Capricorn. You are that earth sign no matter what. And I say that to you, Capricorn, because you hold every piece of earth sign in your chart. Taurus the bull. Virgo the stubborn, black and white. Nothing is ever going to be right or wrong. It's always black or white. No gray. And Capricorn. Looking for that evil way around. It's not evil. It's just the negativity you keep allowing to overrun you because you're angry, you're frustrated, and you're pissed off, and nothing is coming. It's not coming the way you want it to come because you're not feeling it the way you need to feel it. Abraham Hicks says it very well if you listen to any of those videos. To get what you want, you have to feel like you already have it. You have to pretend you are in the emotion because that's what you want. The emotion that you feel from the freedom you want. The emotion that you feel from being debt-free. The emotions you feel when you are happy, when you are elated, when you are where you want to be. You have to be there before you receive it. You look at me and tell me, how the hell do I do that? Pretend. Fake it till you make it. I don't care. Find a way. Find something or someone that can put you in that peace of mind to be happy no matter what's going on around you. To be in that vortex, as they would say in their videos. Because once you're there, it won't matter what everybody else says or does. Why? Think about that. I don't care if you listen to Abraham Hicks videos for 2 days in a row and you go to work and 5 minutes later it's all gone, right? Because somebody pissed you off. You're not taking the second or two you need to go back into those videos and what they're saying. Or any reading that you're watching or any time that you put into something, Capricorn. Your season is coming. The sun is coming out for you. And even though it is pretty damn close to the end of the year here, and we still have some time for your season to get here, but it really is your season coming, and you will rise from the ashes like the phoenix. But you have to keep the balancing act. You have to meditate. You have to take the lead in your own life. Be the person they aren't. Okay. Find that place that helps you keep the balance. Dancing on one foot, right? You understand? It's all about the balance for you right now. Whether it's a person that helps you be there, a scent. I know I love Woodstock and the smell of Woodstock. Every store you go in down there, amazing. You know, the awareness shop, I love going there. Maybe it's just a trip down the road. After the snowstorm, of course. But just remember, who you are isn't going to change even if you have a bad reaction to something. You're just going to have to recollect yourself, get that rest you need, and remember what your goals are. And if you're not sure what the fuck they are, just start with one thing, okay? Any other advice for my Capricorns now that we are into the 36 here, okay? I'm not apologizing for a longer video for you, Capricorn. You obviously needed it. So please pay attention and listen. Focus, focus, focus. It's about realizing, this is like the world card, okay? Number 20, Feast of Plenty, Choices and Their Consequences. If you don't pull back and keep yourself in check, you are going to break a contract. And maybe it's time for the contract to be broken. But are you ready for it? That's what you need to do first. You need to be ready to break the contract and ready for that next step that comes with it. If you are not there yet, you have to be mindful of the choice of your words, the choice of your actions, at least for now. And just breathe. Breathe through every fucking word, okay? I'm just saying. You can't come back from it once you say it. You can't take the words back if you didn't mean it. And even if you did mean it, you still can't take it back, right? Surrender and ask the universe to help you. Ask the universe, allow your angels and spirit guides to come in. Give them permission. Speak it out loud. And you will find you will be the benefactor of the universe, and they will help you get through. Okay. Any other advice before we move forward? This is a very powerful reading for you, Capricorn, so please understand it is because the full moon, the end of the year, the new season is coming for you, and it is definitely testing you. And so I say be patient, understand the big picture, and pretend you're already there. What you've received, what you want, it is meant for you. It wants you to, okay? You have to use your intuition. Follow your intuition. Keep it down low for now. And one thing you need to never do is lose your hope. The star is here with the Empress. With the Empress. You are coming up with that new idea. You are building that dream. Yeah. Don't let the lowers, we'll put it nicely that way, bring you down to them. You are better than that. You deserve better than that. And you are going to receive better than that. And they will be crying their eyes out, literally, as you walk away. Bottom of the deck. That new opportunity is coming your way. Please don't give up. Don't give in to the nasties. Love and light to you, Capricorn. I send you hugs and love. Make sure you watch the whole reading.